LA Knight looking to collect back that United States Championship that is currently being held by senior official Charles Robinson. One of the most prestigious titles in not just WWE but pro wrestling. The U.S. title was first introduced by the legendary WWE Hall of Famer, the late great Harley Race, the inaugural U.S. champion. But as the bell rings, this match is underway. We are going to determine who will be the U.S. champion. Shinsuke Nakamura, the current United States champion. LA Knight, the previous title holder, losing it back at Survivor Series War Games in Vancouver. That was back in November. And LA Knight has been trying to find his way back into the picture. But before we got to this match, LA Knight got a little bit of a warm-up earlier tonight when he took care of a little bit of a problem that SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis was dealing with. And I'm talking about the Bloodline. There was a rabid Samoan werewolf running loose in the back, and LA Knight sent him packing and sent him to the outside and got rid of Jacob Fatu. As LA Knight already got his hands dirty, getting warmed up, LA Knight goes to work stomping a mud hole, and Shinsuke Nakamura in the corner. LA Knight bringing the fight to Nakamura, but Nakamura wisely rolling out to the ring apron, getting out of the way, realizing he was in a targeted spot by the megastar. Oh, what a counter. What a kick to counter. Shinsuke Nakamura, with 20 years of experience in this sport, one of the very best that this sport has to offer, one of the all-time greats in Japan, multi-time IWGP heavyweight champion, the highest prize you can hold in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And over the last decade, Shinsuke Nakamura has brought his wrath here to the WWE in his third reign as the United States champion, as he starts to fight back at LA Knight. Shinsuke Nakamura now targeting the knee of LA Knight. That jiu-jitsu background of Shinsuke Nakamura is a big part of what makes him so dangerous. Nakamura, multiple backgrounds in MMA, brought that to professional wrestling, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Part of, Shinsuke Nakamura is what I mentioned, being in Japan and spending so much, a large portion of his career in Japan. LA Knight looking to come back, though. And LA Knight dumps Nakamura over the top to the outside onto the floor. LA Knight picking up some momentum. And baseball slide through the middle and bottom rope sends Nakamura into the announce desk. And now it's LA Knight who's slamming the head of Nakamura right into our announce desk. Our brand new reinforced desk, making sure it's not super easy to take out. This new desk, as solid as they get. And LA Knight sends Nakamura over the top. And he's saying he wants the gold. He wants to be the United States champion once again. And Let's not forget Nakamura, a former Royal Rumble winner. The Royal Rumble is just a few weeks away. Nakamura winning the 2017 Royal Rumble, unfortunately, was unsuccessful in gaining the title. But Nakamura right now is the U.S. champion. He is in control. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live on Friday Night SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura, who is the current title holder of the United States Championship, has held the title for 41 days. This is the rematch, the first defense of Nakamura's third reign as the United States champion, as these two go back and forth, tit for tat. Nakamura gets caught with a clothesline by Knight. Knight just feeding off the crowd, just beating Nakamura to a pulp. That is one of LA Knight's strong suits, is feeding off the crowd and having a crowd that is able to feed him what he needs. And the megastar LA Knight has Shinsuke Nakamura right where he wants him. For the cover, for the win, into the cover for the win, but not enough to keep Shinsuke Nakamura down for the 3. LA Knight doing everything he can to, get the train back on the tracks, sort of say. Try to get things moving again. LA Knight was named the ESPN Breakout Star of the Year last year. And now LA Knight bringing the fight to Shinsuke Nakamura. Standing switch. Sends Nakamura into the corner. That top turnbuckle was removed. The roll up. That middle turnbuckle, actually, is what Nakamura was able to pull. We've seen this from Nakamura before. It's that suplex, that sliding German suplex off the rope by Nakamura. And just like that, Nakamura has been able to turn things around. But still, there's that new factor in this match with that middle turnbuckle exposed. There is a lot that can occur now. And Shinsuke Nakamura measuring up LA Knight. What a kick to the side of the head of Knight as Nakamura now heads up to the top. But LA Knight made some up there. LA Knight showing that agility and athleticism. What? LA Knight to regain his to regain the United States Championship, but not quite. Beautiful athleticism. We got to take another look at this. Boom. That leap of faith. And then a superplex. It's as precise as it gets by the megastar LA Knight. What a spectacular night. It's been incredible since the beginning here at the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. Nakamura went for a kick. Knight counters. LA Knight with a submission hold. LA Knight has the submission locked in deep. LA Knight has Nakamura locked in. Nakamura in no man's land. It's going to feel like Nakamura's an eternity away from making it to the bottom rope, and Nakamura crawls, and he makes it to the bottom rope. And the rope break is forced now by the official Charles Robinson. And LA Knight pulls Nakamura right back, but Nakamura counters. Looking for an arm bar. It's that jiu-jitsu background of Nakamura. Oh, almost had it. Wait, LA Knight with a roll-up. And Nakamura kicks out. Went for a roundhouse kick, but instead of swinging side leg kick. And Nakamura measuring up. Knight is in the corner, but Knight rolls through a roll-up. Oh. looking for the BFT. But instead, Nakamura knocked out LA Knight with like a back elbow. And now going in for the kill shot is Shinsuke Nakamura. And there it is. The cover. Great ring awareness by LA Knight. LA Knight found the bottom rope. LA Knight survives the Kinshasa, the kill shot of Shinsuke Nakamura. That was a picture-perfect Kinshasa, but LA Knight with impeccable ring awareness able to find that bottom rope. It's just as simple as LA Knight being so close to the bottom rope. No. If this connects, it's all over for Knight. Knight's face is on that exposed middle turnbuckle. Oh, but the knee of Nakamura. LA Knight BFT. Oh, no. But LA Knight trying to make it. Oh, come on. Oh, and Fatu and Tama Tonga. I mentioned earlier that LA Knight sent Fatu to the outside of the building. I guess they found their way back in because here they are attacking the megastar LA Knight. Pop up Samoan drop by Jacob Fatu takes out LA Knight. Just when you thought LA Knight was going to regain the United States Championship, the Bloodline come to make sure it doesn't happen. And perhaps LA Knight finding out there are reasons why I don't mess with Jacob Fatu. Right to the head of LA Knight. And again, full speed ahead. Inflicting more punishment on LA Knight, who has been laid out by Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. And that springboard moonsault of Jacob Fatu lands picture perfect on LA Knight, who is writhing in pain. Oh, but look who it is, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Rhodes and Jimmy coming to the aid of LA Knight. These two have unfinished business with the Bloodline. Double super kick takes out Jacob Fatu, and Rhodes sends Fatu right into the steel steps. And now, over the barricade they go. And the frustration. And general manager Nick Aldis, it's his call. Rhodes. And we're going to get it. We've got a tag team match. Rhodes and Jimmy going to take on Fatu and Tama Tonga. That's going to happen tonight